Welcome, ghosts and ghouls. A little bit of an off-stream today. I didn't want to make everything just pure Shining Force, so I decided to mix things up a little bit. I played this game before debuting, but I figured I'd give it another shot now that I've actually got my own proper rig set up. This is a game I am familiar with. I played it a lot as a kid, and as you can see, I've got some save files, but I can overwrite that. I didn't get particularly far last time I did this. And I think it's still going to do the thing where, like, the cutscenes
1476, Polessia. A great war raged between Dracula and humanity.
Looks like that got fixed.
Just when it seemed that there was no hope for mankind to prevail, out of the darkness and despair, a champion arose. A true-blooded vampire hunter named Trevor Belmont. Belmont and his comrades triumphantly slew Lord Dracula. A truly glorious victory for all. However, the evil one did not pass from this world in silence. With his final words, Lord Dracula left a demonic curse that enshrouded all of Europe in misery and torment. Ravaged by hideous plague and dire famine, the people's hearts turned black and murderous. The weak were slain without pity, while the land was pillaged and scourged without remorse. 3 years have passed since the death of Lord Dracula, and the invocation of Dracula's curse.
Oh, hello, Osai? Is that how you pronounce
Show
it?
yourself, Isaac! I know you're here!
I'm not very good with names, sorry.
Hector! Is that you?
I finally tracked you down.
You tracked me down.
Son? Alright.
I was the one who lured you here. Hector, the fool who betrayed
keep
our
that in
Lord
mind.
Dracula.
That matters not. I've come to exact my revenge upon you. For the death of Rosalie!
Oh, and how will you have this revenge? When you are utterly at my mercy, you relinquished your powers. You couldn't even protect your own woman. And now you think to defeat me? Lord Dracula is gone.
Are these the new
but
Pillar
his
Men?
powers are still here in Valencia.
Kinda.
Even you must
I guess.
Devil forging.
Indeed, with this the most forbidden of arts. A wisp of conjured matter can be transformed into a hellish
There you
devil. There are but 2 humans who possess this magnificent power. You and I.
Yeah,
Yes.
they are very,
Lasting shame. But I shed that
unique,
evil power. Never again will I
at
use
least.
Ah, but you will, Hector, and soon you have no choice. Without it, I could crush you in an instant. But that wouldn't
Sorry if I'm
be
not speaking
very
too much. I
satisfying,
don't want to interrupt too much of
now,
this.
would it? You deserve a most gruesome fate for the humiliation you brought upon me 3 years ago. Bereft of the power of devil forging, you cannot hope to pursue me. That is why you will reclaim your powers, and thence follow where I lead you. But, in the end, the glorious vengeance you seek will not be yours. It will be mine.
He does indeed know how to hold a grudge.
Isaac! Damn him. So be it. I must descend into darkness and reclaim that accursed power once more. Heed my words. I will hunt you down like the beast you are! I will have my revenge.
And now we get to gameplay. And immediately I remember that the camera in this game is a little wonky. Because it starts off inverted. And if you think that inverted is going to be a up and down being changed, no, it's left and right. Yeah, the camera in this game is possibly the weakest part. Memorial ticket, that'll be useful. Yeah. That's just the way Castlevania be. There'll be a monster later on that I won't be able to stun lock very easily. But the Executioner enemy type is surprisingly easy to take down. And then I don't think I even have the ability to dodge yet. Yeah, I can't dodge. I can just, like, guard, and that's it. Now I can dodge. Albeit with, like, a huge, like, landing lag. Needs a dodge when you can phase tank. I mean, yeah, but in this game, that without the dodge, you're basically floor tanking like a Dragoon. And then I'm trying to remember the events of this, because there's a lot that happens in the very beginning, because it's just trying to get you introduced to everything. And let's see. I believe we get our fairy and then we do a boss battle. Yeah, so the main thing about this game is the Innocent Devil system. I guess you can liken it to kind of like stands from like JoJo, but like instead of being whatever stands are, they're supposed to be demons, despite the fact that most of them really don't look like demons at all. But each type of demon has its own specific characteristics, and it really depends on what Innocent Devil type you're using. Fairies, for example, don't act a whole lot like demons. Yeah, they're one of the enemy types in this game. They breathe fire and they drop hot dogs. Always more of a cat person. Fair enough. I don't even think stuff drops too frequently from torches in this game. Now here's the boy I can't stun lock. Ouch. Not quite. In fact, his moveset is... they're about the same size, I think, but the Cyclops is arguably a lot harder than the Executioner, which doesn't take much. Oh, so about the fairies, you see this chest here? You think you can open it? No. But when I go into this room,
This unearthly power. Is it coming from that tombstone? How conscientious of him. He carved the instructions into stone along with the most difficult visualization. So, That's how badly he wants me to regain my powers. Very well. Heed my words, O great powers of darkness. Release him of the tortured souls. Let me infuse him with my life force and awaken him to the world of the living. Immaculate being, appear before me now!
Well, well. Devil forging, isn't it? Never seen that before. Quite impressive. It's enough to make your blood run cold.
Who are you?
Oh, my apologies, my lord. I should have offered an introduction. I go by Zed. I'm
you got
here
your
for
answer.
one purpose only. To purify this land of the pestilent curse which infects it.
I see.
You, on the other hand, are pursuing the other Devil Forge Master, are you not? The one you seek fled toward the chapel on the other side of the mountain. He made his escape through the back of the castle.
What concern is this to you?
He is the one protecting the curse. Ergo, he is an impediment to me, and to all those who abide in this land.
I see. Very well. I, Hector, thank you for your help. Now, if you'll forgive me, I must be on my way.
So yeah, that was Zed. Or whatever. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think I've ever actually beaten this game. But I have gotten fairly far before. But yeah, to answer your question, I do indeed have a partner now. It's a fairy. Who we will name... What to name a fairy? Sure. Let's see if that actually fits in the character limits first. Well, looks like it worked. But yeah, they're basically a whole bunch of little devils. They're very helpful. I'm skipping the tutorials because I actually already know how to deal with them. But as you can see, now I've got this little fairy friend. They can heal me at the sacrifice of their own health. But they can also open chests. So now that chest that was locked earlier has been opened. Yeah, basically. Now, the fairy is actually one of the most useful of the bunch. The other one is the standard battle type. Ooh, a hot dog. But I don't think I got much use out of... You can only have one out at a time, but you can have, like, a crap ton of them. And after a certain evolution point, because they evolve, after a while they will start laying eggs. You can't make a platoon? Nah. Primarily due to limits with the PlayStation 2. Yeah, they lay eggs after, I think, their final evolution. They're kind of like, I guess the best way to put it is, imagine if you had a familiar and you grew it like it was a Tamagotchi. That's basically what these are like. Now, the thing I want is to get the next dodge step, because right now, this is all I can do. That's as fast as I can go with it. But the next dodge step will allow me to go really fast. Where's the skeleton made of skeletons? I'm not sure if that's quite a thing in this. Then again, I don't know what Legion looks like in this game, and Legion is usually shown as being a mass of bodies. It might be a mass of skeletons in this one. No big bone pillow. Not that I'm aware of, at least. There might have been one that I've simply forgotten about. I have been away from this game for years. Like, I played it, like, somewhat recently before my debut, but I didn't go, like, super far. So, there's still a lot of this game that I probably don't remember as well as I could. But soon enough, we'll be encountering more enemy types. Like that. And a level up. The sad part is, I didn't know that you could use, like, more moves with your weapons for the longest time. I found it out by accident the last time I streamed this. So, what I was doing when I was playing this way back when, it was just this constantly. I didn't know that you could press circle to have, like, additional moves. You can kind of do more than hack and slash. I can't really showcase it just yet because I've only got a fairy. Yeah, that was the Executioner. They are not very strong. They do have two heads. Let's see. Who knows? Man, the power boost from that one attack. Let's see. So where are we? So if we just keep going forward, we should be fine. I keep getting all these hearts, but I don't need them because my fairy is at full health. Let's see. Yeah, it would just be giant room. Can skip that for now, it's not necessary. I think that's the only time the fairy's, like, hint system actually gets used. And now I've unlocked the ability to evolve my fairy. So in this game, evolution crystals are what you need to evolve your innocent devils. And to get those, you have to kill enemies using a specific weapon type. So right now, I'm using a sword. Swords will drop red evolution crystals, which will evolve them in very specific ways. Of course, I haven't unlocked the ability to look at what the evolution tree looks like yet, so at the moment, there's just a lot of guessing. Oh, and congrats on the level up, Osai. I honestly need to get rid of that at some point, because it's just... I don't even actually use it for anything. Let's see, combine... Yeah, level 1. There's a level system in my stream where basically the longer you watch and the more you chat and stuff like that, the more experience points. I forget who's the highest level in my stream. I think it's Poppy. There's basically been people who have been watching my stream since before I became, you know, a V cosplayer and stuff like that. Alright, that's the second level up. But yeah, the level system, I don't think it's used very often in streams anymore. Mikuya, I remember being, like, not, like, super popular, but, like, it was around quite a bit in 2017. Nice avatar. Too bad there's no mouth to move. Yeah, I might look into fixing that eventually. But... Avatar works. And hello, Violet and Red. Or, I guess I could just say Violet. But... It's a little scuffed. My webcam isn't exactly the greatest, but it does the job, I guess. Which I guess is all that matters. I still also need to make this a little more expressive at some point. It's better than nothing, yeah. Cue the mighty number 9. The zombies in this game are kind of obnoxious because they will vomit spam. Skeleton blazes are obnoxious too, but you get used to them when you get like more movement capabilities, which I currently do not have, so they are one of the bigger threats at the moment, even if they don't seem to be attacking as much as they normally do. So that leads over to that area. I don't need that yet. Those are dealt with. Let's make sure I didn't turn myself around. I didn't. Now's a good time to get a save in. I think it was Lament of Innocence, but like, one of these 3D Castlevania games has like a ball of water for the save, like for the save zone. Gotta get reused to the clunkier dodge. Oh. Well, now I can actually do this. Which will be really nice. Well, I think I still need to level up my fairy a bit because the healing is not quite great yet. I've got like 137 HP and it only heals me for like 20. I didn't mean to do that. Ouch. There we go. Some extra Evo crystals. I don't actually remember what these axe crystals will evolve it to. In fact, fairy evolutions are the ones I remember the least. Too fast. And there we go. I think that's everyone. Oh, just the wall dragons left. That brings us to this area. Alright. Oh wow. You really get to see that the moon is dangerously close there. Not something I got to notice on a CRT. Alright, so now it's gonna be boss time. Luckily, it's in one of the easier ones. second phase. Arguably the one I understand the least. Primarily because of that attack. And there it goes. Yeah, the last time I was streaming this, that fight actually gave me a bit more trouble. Mostly because I had to relearn how to play the game. As far as I'm aware, there's no way to, like, animation cancel, so you have to be committed to a lot of your moves. And yeah, he really did get beamed up. Ah, excellent. Now it's time for our next innocent devil. This is Magmard. And yes, it is a lot bigger than the other one. I've got a name specifically for this one, because it'll be very fitting to what we're going to do with it. Well, the fairy didn't change a whole lot from when they were Solid Stone either. True. Yeah, this guy is very good at, like, pulverizing. Most of his abilities are very AoE focused. And I think, if I recall, he's also one of the easiest to evolve. Because, you know, he kills things himself, and even things that he kills can have evolutionary crystals drop. So he's just the easiest one to work with. Even if his AI is sometimes a little on the lacking side. Let's see, I think I can combine some new stuff. Yeah. Needs AI when you can... Yeah, pretty much. Have it aluminum, so I can't make that. Keep 2 of those ready. Alright, so I need aluminum. aluminum is dropped from those armored knights. Alright. He's leveled up. I wish I could have made the other sword, because it's actually got a nice AoE of its own. But I need aluminum for that, and I chose defense over damage. Yep. Just need to kill things. I usually go to defense, personally, but that's me. It's all about killing them before they kill you. I usually do that in, oh, there's some aluminum. But, like, for me, I usually do that when I'm, like, just starting out in a game. And then, after a certain threshold, I begin focusing more on damage instead. That said, the foil is weaker than what I was just using. It just has more practicality. Maybe I was thinking of something else. It's still pretty good. There it is. It's 3 attacks, but nothing survives that because I kill a little too fast. I am indeed fast now. Not just in the killing department. Where am I in the map? I have gone in a complete circle. Oh yeah, the rapid strikes are amazing. It's really good if you want to melt bosses, in fact. This is one of those games that has like certain movesets assigned to weapons, but foil is the earliest one of this nature. Oh, I guess I'll just take this free stuff. Don't mind if I do. Oop, cutscene. Fist-only run is actually viable.
It can't be. That's impossible. She can't be alive.
Oh. May I be of service?
No. Forgive me. My name is Hector. What are you doing in a place like this?
I could ask you the same question, sir.
I am searching for someone. A man bearing the same crest I'm wearing.
And this man, is he your enemy or your friend?
You sound as if you know him.
Yes, quite so. Now answer me. Be he your friend or foe?
He is my most bitter enemy.
I see. In that case, I shall help you.
Pardon me, milady, but by what reason would you offer me this boon? Indeed, by what reason should I trust it?
Your enemy is my enemy. That is reason enough. If you are a Devil Forge Master, you shall need a place to keep your little friends safe. Rest assured, you have no reason to refuse my help.
You seem quite knowledgeable. Who are you exactly?
A witch. I escaped from the Western lands where we were hunted like vermin. I have the power to envision the future.
How interesting. And your name?
Julia. My house is further on. I shall prepare an elixir that may be of use to you. Farewell, for now.
Yeah, that is one thing you'll notice happening a lot with the cutscenes here.
She is the very image of Rosalie.
But yeah, last time I streamed this, I began to realize that, hey, wait a minute. My pet rat was named after Julia. I never even really thought about it because this game, as much as I love it, I don't have, you know, the perfect memory. So, like, names tend to be a little hazy for me. I wish I still had the old memory card that I did. I don't believe it's the chair that Dracula sat on, but he sits on it in a similar way. Because in the story, Hector is... I guess the easiest way to put it is a ex-employee, more or less, of Dracula. Because he and Isaac were devil forgers, which, you know, they are humans that work under Dracula, and they forge demons. Oh, I got the ability to steal now. Yeah, basically I'm having a squabble with a coworker. And he's had a grudge against me for 3 years now. Apparently I had caused him great embarrassment by not continuing to work. Get down here. There we go. You were carrying the department, and once you left, he couldn't handle it. I imagine that's the case. He's certainly bitter about it, whatever happened. Ouch. Yeah, there's like this really out of nowhere turret section. Yeah, he does sit there with the cleaver out. Who is firing at me? Oh, it's these archers. Yeah, it's a pretty strong wall, for sure. Always appreciate the aluminum. They are kind of cool. They're one of the first major enemies you can actually come across and steal. Do you think they have a bulky skeleton on the suit? Maybe. They certainly have a crap ton of magical tickets, though. They were going to see the play. Not quite what magical tickets are used for. They are used to transport immediately back to a save point, which is almost completely unnecessary as a gameplay mechanic, unless like you have a very specific place you want to be. So when you sit down, you can register a memorial ticket. So like right now, I've just registered one here. Now if I ever use one of those memorial tickets, I come back here. If I use any magical tickets, I get sent back to Julia's shop. So usually what you want to do is register the, yeah. Yeah, that's one thing that is always inconsistent about Castlevania, because money is useful, yes, but in very old Castlevania games, it was just for score. You'd collect money and it would just contribute to your high score. Nothing else. When do you get a whip? I don't think Hector actually ever gets whips. I do know one of the Easter egg weapons is an electric guitar. And congrats on the level up, Sai. Let's see. I don't have a map. Oh, trust me, the lower levels are the easy ones. See if I can steal from this guy before my devil kills him. I always wanted to see all that gold or score being spent on the hero's own castle/mansion after the game's completion. Luigi's Mansion. That happens in Luigi's Mansion. I don't remember which one, or if it was in every single one, but the shittiest one is your favorite. several pictures of a fancy building. Better. Yeah. I love things that, like, give you a reward for, you know, completing a game. I believe there is an unlockable game mode in Lament of Innocence. It isn't even a house, it's a 10. Isn't that the one that's, like, also, like, impossible to get? Or, like, bordering on impossible? It's pretty funny, you just exercise several ghosts and you get an apartment in the Bay Area. Yeah. Alright. Can't go there because it's blood skeletons. Blood skeletons can rebuild themselves for some reason. That's just how it be with Castlevania. It's how it works in this game, apparently. Though they're red with the blood of countless victims, apparently. Which is surprising, because skeletons in this game are beyond easy. I'm disappointed they have clothes and aren't shiny. Well, that's just blood skeletons for you. Or skeletons in general in this game, because every skeleton seems to have, clothing. Are there shiny enemies? I don't think so. I believe around this time, making, like, models shiny wasn't exactly super common yet. Because the PlayStation 2, yeah, the PlayStation 2 was arguably weaker than the GameCube. All these attacks I do, is it button mashing? Some of it, yes, but it's basically, so I have my standard attack. If I keep mashing that, I do this. But if I press circle at any point during the combo, I do different moves based on which part of the combo I was in. Yeah, there is like some very light comboing. No need to mash when you have the foil, though. Every attack is basically just a constant spamming anyways. I am petrified. You gotta button mash to get out of all of the petrification. Started spinning? Is that what my innocent devil did? Good thing it's not like Dragon's Dogma where petrification is death. Oh god, that would be awful. There's enough things that cause instant death in this game. Well, I guess nothing is really instant death in this. It's usually you just get stun locked into a corner. Though, I don't know if it has the mode in this one, but in Lament of Innocence, there was a unlockable game mode called Crazy Mode, which would basically make you die within a matter of seconds. So maybe there is a possibility to be completely demolished. Oh yeah, this. So the ledge grabbing is not very great in this game. Yeah, I haven't actually tried the crazy mode myself in this one. Come to think that Lament of Innocence also has Pumpkinhead. I wonder if that's a thing in this. I don't actually know what you need to do for the ledge grabbing in this. It's one of those things where I think the game is confused most of the time. You mash buttons. I mean, it'll eventually work. Eventually. Nice. He's now stronger. Well, yeah, this is one of the less interesting evolutions of his. I forget where in the chain this one goes, but one of the evolutions he can get, he turns into a literal samurai. Actually, he won't be a samurai rock man. He'll turn into a skeleton. I don't know why, but he turns into a skeleton. The battle form Innocent Devils have the weirdest evolutions. You do somewhat choose the evolution. Basically, whenever I hit things and kill them, depending on what my weapon type is, it'll choose the evolution crystal that I get. So, as I'm using a sword, I get red evolution crystals. But let's say I don't want to keep going into the red evolution tree. I can change weapons and get something else. And some evolutions require evolution crystals of multiple types. In fact, since I got the chart right there, you can see that right now the only way that I could get the alternate evolution is to use special gear. But I don't have special gear at the moment. So pretty much my only path is to keep going into what is up ahead. But previously, I could have gone into spears, fists, axes, and done a different evolutionary tree entirely. I actually really like the system. It's weird and kind of clunky at times, but I've had a lot of fun trying to figure out like all of the different evolutions when I was a kid. The samurai is one of the final evolution things. I believe... I'm trying to remember. I think what you need to do is you need to evolve it in the path that I'm currently in, but you need to branch out after the next evolution. but I don't remember. I didn't get the steal on that. Alright, try again for the steal. Yeah, fall damage doesn't exist. Stole the shortcake. Yep, welcome to Castlevania Curse of Darkness. The dragon was indeed hungry. In a lot of ways, this dragon fight always kind of reminds me somewhat of the first boss in Phantasy Star Online 1, which was a dragon as well. The only difference is this one is marginally less threatening. Like, it can hurt, yeah, but, like, not much. Ouch. My boy needs to be swapped out for a moment. Now I'm just choking. I could probably do more damage if I swap to the broadsword right now. I forgot how weird the hitbox for this thing was. doing the stomping. And there we go. That was a little harder than it should have been, but dragon's down. Yes, this is the one of the PlayStation 2 Castlevania games. There's also Lament of Innocence, but I'm not as familiar with that. And hello, Phantasmagoria Cat. Never seen this gameplay before. Well, to be frank, this is one of the, not quite lesser-known games, but it's not very well regarded. If I recall, when it was launched, it got like 68s and stuff like that. Nothing particularly impressive. And one of the main criticisms this game actually received was the camera. Which, yeah, I get it. .3D cameras are hard, especially during the early 2000s where no one understood what a 3D camera was still. They were experimenting a lot. Yeah, I think the game that got 3D cameras right was For Honor. And I say that as someone who has a very rocky relationship with For Honor. Basically what For Honor does is, instead of, you know, pushing your camera around based on the environment, it will clip inside and give you like a cross-section. It is much smoother. Ow. That is very painful. I have never actually seen that move before. So that's new. I swear, every time I play this game, something new shows up. Another cutscene.
I've been waiting for you, Hector. Devil Forge Master.
How do you know me? Who are you?
Saint Germain. I won't bandy words with you. I have an urgent request. Please, refrain from pursuing Isaac any further.
Bastard! So you're with Isaac! But that does not follow. Isaac wishes to fight me. For what purpose do you make this request?
This will not make sense to you, but to put it simply, I seek to maintain the flow of a greater will.
This is pointless. Out of my way!
Your beloved was killed on false allegations that she was a witch. I know how you feel, and I sympathize truly, but please look past
Rex,
your own...
how do you know of these things?
That I cannot tell. I know far more than you imagine, but I cannot act upon that knowledge. That is my arrangement. I may only observe.
I have no choice but to excuse myself. Please, consider my request. The world hangs in the balance. Goodbye.
Who was that?
And there he go. All-seeing God. Maybe. Congrats on the level up, Phantasmagora Cat. Beefcake learned hip press. And yeah, there are definitely levels. I honestly don't know why anymore, but I have them. Let's see. Okay, so this area, the only thing I remember about this area is that it's really easy to get lost, and these flea men are really annoying. I think this is the only room with flea men as well. Get some more health for him at some point. He is not in the greatest of states. Let's see. What was around in this area again? Ouch. Oh, go to save point. Funny thing is, I think this is where I left off when I last streamed this the first time as well. Huh. Well, I think now's a really good time, because I did say this was going to be on the shorter side. But for the time being, I'm going to head out. I wanted to just... Oh yeah, these are really pretty save points. The one thing I will say about the PlayStation 2 era is that they were really good at making things look really pretty. But for now, I'm gonna head out, and hopefully next stream will be a little longer. I just wanted to do something a little different for today's, so I'm not just doing like non-stop Shining Force. As much as I like the game, I also don't want to burn myself out on it. So, for now, this is where I get off.